Hello, class, and welcome to our fifth lecture series on Management Essential. And I am your instructor, Dr. Jamal. So, last time we finished our discussion on the topic of diversity, in which we, you know, uh, talked about uh, workforce diversity. We talked about the surface level and deep level diversity, right? So, let's just finish our today's discussion on managing diversity. So, diversity is one of the most important business topics over the last 2 decades, and we talked about that. Why? Because of immigrant workers, because of younger age, and because of older age, because of many people are migrating from one profession to other profession, job rotations, and visa policies. All right. So we talked about workforce. So workforce means that workforce diversity means the ways in which people in an organizations are different from one another. So we talked about the types of diversity. So on surface level, just focus on the surface, like on and just quick glance, right? If you see uh, demographic characteristics in an organization, this is called surface level diversity. So popular surface level diversities, they are age, race, gender, right? Ethnicity, religion, right? So then what do we mean by the deep level diversity? And we will discuss this in our coming slides as well. Which means on a deeper level of organization, the values, personality, the work preferences they have, this is called deep level diversity. A quick example is going to be, would you accept that your boss or your manager or your CEO is a woman, or whether women are given advancement in their careers, or women are given flexible working hours because they need to take care of their family as well. All right. Plus, what will be our view regarding old workers, disabled workers, right? So this is called deep level diversity. So we talked about workforce diversity and all of the area surrounds is managing people. So diversity is after all about people both inside and outside of the organization. So the people management benefits. Okay, Ilyas, I got your message. Okay. So the people management benefits that the organizations get because of their workforce diversity to resolve and attract best talent and retain the employees. So when you are managing people through diversity with different areas, different backgrounds, all right? And what is your goal? That you are using talent, you increase the creativity, and you retain the employees, good employees. And what do we mean by organizational performance and managing the diversity? So when you are managing the diversity, it means you are retaining talented people. Talented people have higher productivity, good solutions, right? So when they have good solutions, higher productivity, then cost will be lower, right? Productivity will be increased. And when we talk about how this will be affecting the strategic point of view using workforce diversity. So this may be managing workforce diversity may be a competitive edge. How? Maybe it's not because of the production, because you can now outsource your production through Bangladesh, India, Africa, China, Vietnam, Korea. Maybe you have a good workforce that is helping your organizations to stay competitive at the top. All right? Or maybe because of the managing of the workforce diversity, you are capturing the market share, huge market share in an organization. So this should not taken lightly, managing workplace diversity. So we have a very small exhibit here from your book. So you can read it by yourself as well. So when we are managing people, benefits of workforce diversity, so it automatically involve the manager to manage the people, and by managing the people, what you are doing, you are hiring better employees, talented employees, which increases their problem solving and creativity skills, and then you got them to retain in the organization with different background, with different thinking, advanced thinking, creative thinking, so they can perform well in the organization. It can reduce their high turnover, which means leaving the organization, absenteeism, and lawsuits, and it enhanced problem solving ability and improved system flexibility. All right. So just by managing the diversity, age, ethnicity, gender, religion, race, on the basis of that, look how much benefits you are getting. And the strategic long-term benefits are increased understanding of marketplace, which improve better markets to diverse customers. All right. Potential to improve sales growth and increase market share. Potential source of competitive advantage because of improved innovation efforts, viewed as moral and ethical and the right thing to do. So all of these are long-term benefits. So number one, diverse customers. If you see the Pepsi and Coke advertisement, they always use the target marketing strategies, or advertisement regarding to diversity. If their ad is running in Mexico, they are having some kind of Mexican personality. If their ad is running in India, Pakistan, so they do have brown people as well. If it's running in China, they have some Chinese faces as well. And why is that? Because their product is not just for Americans, not for white, for all over the people. So they must include all the personalities in their advertisement. All right. So this does have a huge impact on the organization's future profitability, survival, sustainability. All right. So now let's see the case studies of what's going on at the moment, and let's try to understand that, because the material we are referring is US based. So let's just understand the challenges of workplace diversity with respect to US. So you can apply this in your home country, even in China, and you can even predict in some other country as well. So let's just talk about this. So the total population of United States gonna be 483 million by the end of 250. So which is, according to your material, which is 82% more than the current population, but they are. This is just a research over there. So what I'm trying to do is that the foreign born population gonna be increases at the moment. In total workforce diversity in the US is now 14% foreign born, and at the end of 2050 it will be 19%. At the moment, all right, at the moment, the white people in United States workforce diversity are 72%, but by the end of 2050 it would be 47%. Hispanic at the moment 12%, 29%. Black people at the moment 12%. It will be in 2050 13%. And Asian from 4 to 9%. So what you have, if you pay closer look here, closer look, you will find out that the workforce changes or population changes in the organization, in United States is changing dramatically. So white people dropped to 47%, Hispanic, their growth is now more than doubled. Black people contribution to the population increased 1%, and look at that, more than 100% or doubled. So Asian and Hispanic is going to have a huge impact on US workforce. So if we are managing at current pace, giving more jobs to white people uh, or only Americans, and do not respect the diversity, it will affect ultimately the country's policies, and the country's policies going to be affecting the organizations performance and profit and their survival as well. All right, so modern management styles must include diversity in their decision making. So guys, are you with me? You understand?
Yes.
Good. So what about global workforce challenge? If we see that there are different challenges, but let's just talk about first the total world population. At the moment, the population is expected to 7.6 billion, which is expected to increase to 9.8 billion by the end of 2050. Does this mean you have a challenge or not? Let's just talk about the aging population first. So in this 7.6 billion people, in the first time, it is now going to be that over 70 and over aged people are more than 5 years old. Never in the history of humankind this happened, but this phenomena is now happening. Look at China, look at Japan. These are called silver economies, in which the older age people is greater than the young age people. But specifically, 70 and above age people, they would be more than our 5 year old children. So this workforce gonna be having an enormous effect in the organizations and countries as well. So let's just talk about the types of diversity. We already talked about that, but in detail, we have age, gender, race and ethnicity, disabilities, religion, LGBT, and other. So let's just look at those one by one. Age. So when we talk about the age, So like I told you, the older age people are getting higher and higher. So what are the benefits of hiring old age? Can you elaborate? Older workers benefit.